Hello and welcome to episode 62 of Rebuilding Chelsea on FM23. I'm Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, I've got two games for you. I'm going to show you the home game against Young Boys in the Champions League. I'll then play Middlesbrough in the Premier League off camera, and I'll bring you back for our final group game in the Champions League at home to Red Bull Salzburg. So let's get straight into it, and I'll show you the team to face Young Boys in just a moment. Okay, here is the team for the match against Young Boys, and it is Unai Simon in goal, back four of Owen Wijndal, Pau Torres, Reece James and Vanderson. It's Botman at the base of midfield, Xavi Simons and Matteo Guendouzi ahead of him. Evan Nilsson's on the left, Moukoko on the right and Benjamin Sesko up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant thinks we're favourites and should be winning this comfortably. So let's pump the fists and agree with him. And let's get out there and see if we can do it. And as always with the Champions League, I'll give you the full build-up. So you'll see both lineups. You'll have the Champions League music. And then we will get into the action. And as you can see, they've matched our system. So it is going to be a straightforward case of who is the better team, and let's hope that's us. So as you can see, we're now fourth in the standings. We've got a corner, Wijndal with the ball in, headed up and away. Guendouzi will get there first, finds James, back to Moukoko, spreads it out to the left for Evan Nilsson, who pulls it back to Wijndal, Simons to Botman, back to Torres, into Simons. Guendouzi spreads it to the right for Vanderson. It's crossed in and Sesko's shot is straight at the keeper, but he's offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. And we've had much the better of the opening 10 minutes, so let's drop some praise. We're playing well. We've got a corner, Reece James with it, and Benjamin Sesko with the header. His 16th of the season makes it Chelsea 1, Young Boys 0. So we are definitely in the ascendancy. We've got another corner, Wijndal's corner in, and Sesko's done it again and gets his 17th of the season. 2 in 3 minutes for Chelsea and Sesko. Chelsea 2, Young Boys 0. And we're just a point behind leaders PSG. As the goalkeeper clears it upfield. James wins the header, finds Evan Nilsson. Into Guendouzi. Simons to Moukoko. Guendouzi gets it back and buries the opportunity. And it is Chelsea 3, Young Boys 0. We've played 23 minutes. So this one should be a done deal already. And we just need to keep an eye on the Paris Saint-Germain result. If they drop any points at all against PAOK, we could end up, well, we will end up top of the standings after this match. Pau Torres. Into Simons. Botman to Torres. Into Simons again. Torres to Simons. Forward to Evan Nilsson. Sesko out to Wijndal. Wijndal into the area. Turns, finds Evan Nilsson. Back to Wijndal. And it's ping-balling around. And gets cleared by Young Boys for a throw-in. So half an hour gone. 3 goals to the good. Wijndal with the throw. Pau Torres to Wijndal. Simons. Wijndal to Torres. Ball over the top. Down for Evan Nilsson. And is it offside or is it 4-0? It's 3-0. It's offside. So it doesn't count. And Paris Saint-Germain, I think, might have doubled their lead. I think that's what I saw there. Belial dispossessed by Vanderson. Simon clears long. And And Ming wins the header, but Veindal's won it back. Evan-Nielsen's given it away. Ritz to Barabia. Ritz to Ming. Ball over the top. Reece James wins the header though and finds Veindal. He plays it forward for Sesko, who shoots but straight at the goalkeeper. And he was offside anyway. So it's Genie with the free kick. Barabia to Ming. Ming to Courier. El Ghazabal. Sesko's won it back. Makoku plays it into Evan-Nielsen. And he shoots well wide in the end. So big chances to go further ahead. But it remains 3-0. Owen Veindal picks up the loose ball. Plays it into Simons. Back to Veindal. Simons switches it to the right hand side for Makoku. Header on to Sesko. And he's offside. So it wouldn't have counted. And confirmation that Paris Saint-Germain versus PAOK is still 1-0. So there is still a chance in the second half that we could end up top. And that was about as good as it gets in the first half. So well done, lads. Now we need to start resting some players. So Pau Torres for Antonio Silva. Owen Veindal for Parisi. And Benjamin Sesko for Ansu Fati. And we'll get out for the second half. So we've taken off the three most urgent tired players. And we'll remove the other two in due course. But it's Silva to Parisi. Infield to Botman. On to Guendouzi. Finds Makoku, who holds off his man. Plays it back to Reece James. Diagonal ball. Looking for somebody on the left. Nowhere near a blue shirt though. Ritz gives it straight to Simons, who finds Fati, and Guendouzi's unleashed an absolutely brilliant effort in off the woodwork for 4-0, and that about wraps it up if it wasn't already, and it is now 2-0. Mbappe's added the second for Paris Saint-Germain. Botman to Fati. Evan-Nielsen, ball over the top for Ansu Fati. He's got it down, but is beaten to it. And Ming will have loads of time to get this clear. Still manages to only find Silva though. Botman to Parisi. Evan-Nielsen to Simons. Botman gives it away. Vanderson's won it back. Botman to Silva. Into Simons. Diagonal ball forward is cut out by Bento, but Vanderson's won it back. Makoku's cross. Evan-Nielsen with the header, and that's his 10th goal of the season. And it is Chelsea 5, Young Boys 0. We've played 56 minutes. So far, everything has gone according to plan, although Barcelona have gone ahead. So we now drop to third. Still an improvement on where we were before the match started. Vanderson goes round his man, gets the cross in. Evan-Nielsen can't get his header on target. And it's going to be Makoku that's going to be the next man to come off. And we'll bring on João Mario. And the final substitution will be Evan-Nielsen, and he'll be replaced by Mason Mount. So we've got less than 15 minutes to go, and this win will secure our passage automatically through to the knockout stages, but we want more than that if possible. Mason Mount pulls it back to Parisi, can't keep his shot down, it remains 5-0. We've got 8 minutes left as El Gezabal clears, but we win it back. Simons over the top for Mount, he cuts inside, goes past 2, finds Guendouzi who shoots just wide, and we're into the final 5 minutes. And as it stands, there are 1 or 2 very big names that are set to miss out on the top 8. There is the full-time whistle. Chelsea 5, Young Boys 0. I'll go and play the Premier League game off camera, and I'll be back with our final Champions League match in just a moment. Okay, well, following a 1-1 draw against Middlesbrough in the Premier League, it is now time for that second Champions League match, our final group game at home to Red Bull Salzburg. And the team for this one: Simon in goal, back for Wijndal, Torres, Silva and Van der Sar. Ugarte at the base of midfield, Guendouzi and Thuram ahead of him, Ansu Fati on the left, Moukoko on the right, Sesko up front. So let's submit the team and go give a team talk. Okay, well, my assistant manager is suggesting we're doing well, we're on a good run, keep it going. I think he's probably got a point actually, so we'll pump the fists and agree with him. And let's get out there, and I'll give you the full Champions League build-up as usual. So you'll see both sets of lineups, and you'll get the full atmosphere in the build-up. Salzburg going with an old school 4-4-2 formation. So we're underway, and currently we're 5th in the standings. We could finish as high as 3rd as it stands. Van der Sar with the throw in to Ugarte. It's played forward for Moukoko. Crosses and it's cleared. And Red Bull come forward over the halfway line. Thuram's won it back but gives it straight back to Salzburg. Trauner to Iwu. Crossfield ball for Ljubicic. Grilic plays it forward to Simic. Crossed in for None, and Simon makes a comfortable save. But Red Bull on the attack again. We win it straight back. Guendouzi to Fati. Forward for Wijndal, who gets to the byline, pulls it back to Guendouzi. Ansu Fati. The shot comes in, and it's over the top of the crossbar, and the highlight comes to an end. Van der Sar now with a throw in. Silva to Thuram, on to Ugarte. Guendouzi's ball over the top for Moukoko, who finds the back of the net. And it's being reviewed for offside. I thought this was just onside, but I'm wrong. It's offside. It remains 0-0. And we'll need to try and take the lead all over again. Trauner to Tafana, Borkovic. We win it back, and Thuram comes down the right hand side. Guendouzi gives the ball away. Gorna dispossessed by Ansu Fati, who cuts it back to Owen Wijndal. Guendouzi with the curler, and Matteo Guendouzi finds the back of the net. No denying him this time. It is Chelsea 1, Red Bull Salzburg 0. And that is enough at the moment for 3rd place. So ahead of Bayern. How are they getting on? I think they may have already played. I'll confirm that as soon as I can. Moukoko back to Silva. Finds Torres. Guendouzi into Ansu Fati. Moukoko. Shot loops in the air, and Thuram is there to apply the finish. And it is Chelsea 2, Red Bull Salzburg 0. And can we confirm the buy-in situation? I think we can. Yeah, we can confirm Bayern have already played. So we are going to finish second as it stands. In fact, third as it stands. And there's the half-time whistle. Chelsea 2, Red Bull Salzburg 0. So we'll go in, we'll give the lads some words of encouragement. I think the assistant is dead right with that assessment. And let's have a look. Only really need to make fitness changes. I think Kefren Turam needs a rest. So we'll bring on Mason Mount. And Ansu Fati can be replaced by Noni Madueke. And that'll do for now. 2 changes. We'll make more after an hour or so. Guendouzi to Wijndal. Plays it to Pau Torres into Guendouzi again. Noni Madueke turns. Gets the ball into Moukoko. The header's on target, but that's easy for Philip Menzel. And the highlights continuing. Menzel clears long downfield. Silva wins his header, but gives it straight to Simic. Moukoko now plays it forward to Madueke. So we can come again. Madueke to Vanderson. Into Mason Mount. He's past his man. Pulls it back to Moukoko, who finds the back of the net. And that is Chelsea 3, Red Bull Salzburg 0. So it looks a done deal at this stage that we're going to win the game. And Manchester United are currently on target to qualify. Before the match they were not looking likely, but they're in at the moment as it stands, as are Arsenal and Liverpool. So it's going to be 4 English teams in the last 16 at the moment. So got to be pleased with the way things have gone so far. We've got 15 minutes left. Wijndal needs to come off. So we'll bring on... Let's bring on the youngster, Levi Colwill. And Antonio Silva for Sven Botman. As it's played out to Vanderson on the right, into Moukoko. Bursting forward down the wing. And he's being fouled. So we're going to get a penalty. Probably. I don't very often see these overturned, and this one hasn't been either. And it's going to be number 10, which I think is Mason Mount. It is Mason Mount with the spot kick. Keeper goes the wrong way. That's 4-0. And if there was any doubt before, there's absolutely no doubt now. Pau Torres can come off for Doria. Oscar plays it back to Cavallero. Simic has been fouled. And the referee has pointed to the penalty spot again. And again it's being reviewed, as they all are. And it's given again. No surprises there. Simic with the penalty and the chance to cut the deficit for Red Bull Salzburg. And he does. It's 4-1 with 10 minutes to go. And we've got no substitutions left. Thoroughly deserving of our handsome victory, which is going to lead to us finishing third, I think. Sven Botman keeps it in the right back position. Finds Mason Mount into Guendouzi. Plays it over the top for Benjamin Sesko. It's going to need support from there. gets it in the shape of Mokoku, who cuts in field and unleashes a shot, but it's just wide. So into the final moments of the match, 3 minutes of stoppage time, and there's your full-time whistle. Chelsea 4, Red Bull Salzburg 1. I'll be back in a moment to show you the latest Premier League table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, here is the Premier League table then, and confirmation that with 25 games gone, we've won 19, drawn 5, still only 1 defeat, 62 points on the board, 8 clear of Manchester City and Liverpool, and 14 clear of 4th placed Manchester United. So let's have a look now at when we're going to come back. And I think it's fairly obvious what we're going to do, but we're going to come back straight away for the match against Arsenal away from home. I'll then play Fulham in the FA Cup off camera, and I'll then show you the home Premier League game against Manchester City. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.